donuts for the firemen, and the herdmen ate them all. And what they couldn't eat, they stuffed down their pockets and the front of their shirts.
And they wrote this really, really dirty word on the back of Naomi Waddle's favorite turtle. And now she can't take it to the YMCA pet show. Her mother wouldn't let her.
What was the word?
But the worst part was they did it in fluorescent paint. So it glows in the dark. So when you can't even see the turtle, you can still see the word.
And they put a whole bunch of tadpoles in the school drinking fountain. And Miss Barnes swallowed 2 or 3 by mistake. Somebody yelled, "Mildred, stop! You're drinking tadpoles!" But it was too late.
Did she get sick?
Not right away. And that's not all. Now I'm going to tell you about the Christmas pageant and what they did to them. There were 6 of them. Ralph, Imogen, Leroy, Claudia, Ollie, and Gladys. They went around that wood row wells in school like those South American fish that strip your bones clean. They went around the town the same way. Stealing things, tearing things up, ramming kids. So it's hard to get away from them. But there was only one safe place.
3 hour of prayer, 3 hour of prayer, because there are no herdmen there. 'Cause Jesus loves us as they sin, because he keeps them miles away.
That's my little brother, Charlie, and that's what he said when the Sunday school teacher asked him what was his favorite thing about Sunday school. Charlie said, "No herdmen." That made the teacher mad because all the other kids said nice things about God, Jesus, and good feelings. But old Charlie told the real truth. No herdmen.
I don't care what everybody else said. That's what they really thought. All that other stuff is okay, but the main good thing about church is that the herdmans aren't there. Ever.
It's not a very Christian sentiment, it seems to me.
Well, it's a very practical sentiment. Charlie was black and blue all last year because he had to sit next to Leroy Herdman in school.
Is that the worst one, Leroy?
They're all the worst ones.
Ralph's the biggest. So if Ralph gets through,
That doesn't make any difference. Gladys isn't big, but she's fast, and she's mean, and she fights.
Forget I asked. Just stay away from all of them.
That's what I said. Stay away from them. Go to church.
Oh, I'm glad to hear you feel that way.
Why?
No arguments this year about the Christmas pageant.
I don't want to be a shepherd again.
Well, tell Mrs. Armstrong you want to be a wise man.
I don't want to be in it.
Everybody's in it. Think how I would feel sitting there on Christmas Eve if my own children weren't in the pageant. Oh, think how your father would feel. You'd feel terrible, wouldn't you, Bob?
Oh, actually, I wasn't thinking of going this year. It's always so crowded there. They could use my seat. I'll just stay home, put on my bathrobe, relax. Nothing ever changes at the Christmas pageant anyway.
No, well, something's going to change this year.
What?
Charlie's going to wear your bathrobe.
You're making that up, Grace.
why don't you be Joseph? Elmer Hopkins is paying $1 to be Joseph. He's sick of being Joseph all the time, just because his father's the minister. Nobody wants to be Joseph.
Nobody wants to be in it.
What are you being this year, Beth?
Well, I'm always in the angel choir.
Why can't Charlie be in the angel choir?
Because I can't sing.
From what I've heard, that's not a very big problem. Away in the manger always sounds like a closet full of mice to me.
What do you have to wear in the angel choir?
Bed sheets.
Oh boy, some choice, a bathrobe or bed sheet. Gosh.
You know, Mrs. Armstrong works very hard to give everyone a lovely experience. Well, she does like to run everything. She directs the Christmas pageant. She runs the potluck supper. She's chairman of the bazaar. I think Helen Armstrong would preach the sermon if anyone would let her.
Is that George Armstrong's wife?
Uh-huh.
Well, maybe she'll be running the hospital this year, because that's where she is. I was just talking to George earlier today. He tells me that his wife broke her leg and she'll be in traction for 2 weeks. And out at least until the 1st of the year.
The 1st of the year? Why, they're going to have to cancel Christmas.
Why? Is she in charge of Christmas?
Well, she's in charge of the pageant, and she's in charge of the bazaar. Oh, I feel sorry for Helen, but she's going to do all of those things.
Yes, Edna, I'll take over the bazaar if you'll take over the potluck supper. But I don't know what in the world to do about the pageant. Unless, how about Grace?
Oh, I can't. I'm going to have company all Christmas week. How about Grace? Hello, Grace?
Bob,
What?
I have to direct the Christmas pageant.
Does that mean I have to go?
Our Christmas pageant isn't what you call four-star entertainment. Mrs. Armstrong breaking her leg was the only unexpected thing that ever happened to it. It's always the same old Christmas story, same old Christmas carols, and same old Mary and Joseph. And that's what my mother was stuck with. That and Mrs. Armstrong.
I tell you again, Grace, how important it is to give everyone a chance. Now, here's what I do. First, I start with Mary, and I tell everyone that we must choose our Mary carefully because Mary was the mother of Jesus.
Yes, I know that, Helen.
And then I tell them all about Joseph, how he was God's choice to be Jesus' father. That's how I explain that. Frankly, I never spend that much time on Joseph because it's always
You'll
over
listen to the rest of us, won't you?
all about Mary and Joseph.
I'm hungry. They
But I
are
do
so
tell
my
all
lunch
about
again.
the shepherds
How can I
and the
do that
wise
to you?
men, how very, very
How can I stop it? Where's the chicken?
You know, they're really
Grace.
one of the most important parts.
Where's the chicken?
It's still in the oven.
And I always tell them, there are no small parts, only small actors. Oh, another thing.
Beth,
Don't let
could
the
you salt
angel
and pepper
choir
napkins?
stare at the audience. And don't wear high heels or clunky shoes. I just hope you don't have too many baby angels, Grace. They're going to be your biggest problem. And those baby angels, you've got to have someone to push the baby angels on, otherwise they get in each other's way. Bob can do that.
Oh,
Bob,
Helen,
take
I
care
have
of
to
the
go.
shepherds.
Someone's at my door.
Oh, and don't let the angel choir let the little word because
Someone at my door. Talk to you later. Yes, I'm coming.
Excuse me, lady, could you spare a bite to eat? I haven't had a square meal in 3 days.
For heaven's sake, it's only you.
Well, I was lonely at the table all by myself.
Well, I guess Helen feels lonely in the hospital.
Not as long as there's a telephone working.
Well, where are the children?
I'll bet she told you no small parts, only small actors.
And to get someone to shove the baby angel on and make the shepherds shut up.
Yes, in fact, she suggested your father.
Does that mean I have to go?
And Grace, don't use just anyone's baby for the baby Jesus. Get a quiet one. Better yet, get two. That way, if one of them gets fussy, you could always switch them.
My mother didn't pay much attention to Mrs. Armstrong. She said that Mrs. Armstrong was stuck in the hospital with nothing to do but to think up problems. And there weren't going to be any problems. Of course, my mother didn't count on the Herdmans. That was Child's fault.
Hey, Leroy, give me back my lunch.
Sure, here.
Hey, you stole my dessert again.
How do you know?
Because isn't here?
What was it?
2 Twinkies.
That's right, that's what it was.
You know what, Leroy? You think it's so great to steal my dessert every day. But I don't really care. I'll even give you my dessert. We get all the dessert we want in Sunday school anyway.
Oh yeah? What kind of dessert?
All kinds. Chocolate cake and candy bars and big wheel.
You're a liar!
And donuts and ice cream.
Who gives it to you?
The minister?
Why, is he crazy?
No, I think he's rich.
Sunday school, huh? Hey, Ralph!
That was the wrong thing to tell the herdman. And sure enough, the next day, in Sunday school, there they were, just in time to hear about the Christmas pageant.
What's a pageant?
It's a play.
Like on TV, what's it about?
It's about Jesus.
Everything here is.
And it's about Mary. Mostly, it's about Mary.
Who's Mary?
I am. Well, probably I am. I'm a part.
Come on, Beth. Charlie, you and David come. Hurry up. Let's settle down, children. Oh. Now, this won't take very long if we all just settle down. All right. Today we're going to decide who will play the main roles in our pageant. But of course, everyone will have an important part to play. You know what Mrs. Armstrong always tells you. There are no small parts, only small actors. Isn't that what Mrs. Armstrong always says?
That's what she always says, but she never says what it means.
Well, don't you know what it means?
I know what it means. It means the short kids have to sit in the front row of the angel choir, or else nobody can see them.
Well, not exactly. It really means that even the littlest baby angel is just as important as Mary.
I don't think anyone is as important as Mary. Naturally, that's what you think, Alice. I think that the baby Jesus is more important.
I still think it means the short kids have to sit in the front row.
Girls! Everyone is important. Mary, Jesus, and the short kids. Now, is everyone here? Beverly, will you just step in the hall and see if anyone else is coming? Thanks. Now, Doris, you will be part of our angel choir, so you'll need to tell your mother you need bed sheets. And now what's the matter? Oh, well, let's just make room there for the Herdmans. Oh, here. Now what happened to Beverly?
I think she went home. I think she got sick.
Did she say she was sick?
She said yes. All I said was hi, Beverly, and he said no.
Oh, I see. Well, will someone remind Beverly about our rehearsals? The next 4 Wednesdays after school. Plan to be here for everyone.
What if we get sick?
You won't get sick. But of course, Mary and Joseph must absolutely be to every rehearsal.
What if they get sick?
They won't get sick either, Elmer.
Well, Beverly got sick, and we haven't even started yet.
Now, we don't know that Beverly got sick except... Oh, dear, Beverly, what happened? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, let me just go over here. Oh, dear. I'm sorry about that. Now, I want you all to think about Mary. Oh, we all know what kind of a person Mary was. She was quiet and gentle and kind. And the girl who plays Mary should try to be that kind of a person. Now, who would like to volunteer for the part? Do you have a question, Imogene?
No, I want to be Mary. And Ralph was there. He wants to be Joseph.
Yeah, right.
Oh, well, I'll just make a list of all the volunteers and then we'll all decide who it should be. Let's see. Ralph Herdman would like to be Joseph. Who else would like to be Joseph? Did you raise your hand, Elmer?
No.
Go on, just raise your hands. Any volunteers? Any of you shepherds? Very well. Ralph Herdman will be our Joseph. Now, Imogene has volunteered to play Mary. I'll just write that down. What other names can I add to my list? Beth? Alice? Alice, don't you want to volunteer?
No, I don't want to. I'll be Mary.
Shut class. I'm already Mary. Be a wise man or something.
Well, the wise men are usually boys. They don't always have to be.
I'll be a wise man.
Me too. Claudia, you want to be a wise man or raise your hand? said don't be a shepherd.
I'm not going to be a shepherd.
Oh, yes, you are. What's the matter with all of you?
I don't want to be a shepherd. Gladys Herdman hits too hard.
Why, Gladys isn't going to hit anyone. The angel of the Lord just visits the shepherds in the fields and tells them Jesus is born.
And hits them.
Elmer, that's ridiculous. And I don't want to hear another word about it, from you or anyone. No shepherds may quit or get sick. Now that's all for today, boys and girls. And you can go. Don't forget. Alice, what's the matter with you? Why in the world didn't you raise your hand?
I don't know.
You don't know? Alice, I expected you to volunteer. Don't you want to be married?
Mrs. Bradley! Take Gladys off of me! Mrs. Bradley! Oh, come on, Alice. I don't know. I didn't dare raise my hand. Imogen would have killed me. She said, I'm going to be married in this way. And if you open your mouth or raise your hand, you'd wish you didn't. And I said, I'm always married in the Christmas pageant. And she said, go ahead then. The next spring when the pussy willows grow out, I'll stick a pussy willow so far down your ear that nobody can reach it. It'll sprout there and grow, and you'll spend the rest of your life with a pussy willow bush growing out of your ear. You know she wouldn't do that. She would too. Herdmans will do anything. You just watch. They'll do something terrible and ruin the whole pageant, and it's all your mother's fault. Come on, Maxine.
Jane, Edna McCarthy, did you hear about the... Well, it must be Grace's fault somehow. How else could all 6 of them end up in the Christmas pageant when they ought to be in jail?
Vera Irma Slocum, I just learned that Imogen Herdman is going to be married in the Christmas pageant. Is that a fact, all 6 of them? I live next door to that outfit, and I would rather live next door to the zoo. Has Grace gone crazy? Where did they come from? Who let them in? Imogen Herdman? Oh, what kind of a child is that to play Mary, the mother of Jesus? Well, where is Reverend Hopkins, I'd like to know? He was what? Visiting shut-ins? Well, I'm shut in and he wasn't visiting me. What was Grace thinking? Could she have sent them away? Told them to go home. Oh, I feel so responsible. If I'd been up and around, this never would have happened.
If I had been up and around and if this never would have happened, well, let me tell you.
Don't tell me. I'm on your side. Now, the car's over here.
Helen Armstrong is not the only woman alive who can run a Christmas pageant. Well, I just decided to do the best I could under these circumstances. But now, now I'm going to make this the best Christmas pageant ever, and I'm going to do it with the Herdmans. After all, they raise their hand and toast it, and I don't care.
Good for you, Grace. Now, the car's over here.
And you're going to help me.
Got me like
Yes, you have to go. Now, the inn is back here off stage, and the shepherds will come in and gather around the manger.
Where'd all the shepherds come from anyway?
What's an inn?
It's like a motel where people go to spend the night.
Like what people? Jesus? Oh, honestly, Jesus wasn't even born yet. Mary and Joseph went there.
Why? To pay their taxes.
At a motel?
Shut up, Ollie. Everybody, shut up. Out of here, her. Begin the beginning.
The beginning?
The beginning of the play. What happens first?
Imogen, this is the Christmas story from the Bible. Haven't you ever heard the Christmas
nice till your dumb little brother told them we got refreshments. Now I'm about to waste all this time for nothing.
All right. And there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be taxed. And Joseph came up from Galilee with Mary, his wife, being great with child.
Pregnant. She was pregnant.
Yes, all right. We all know that Mary was pregnant. Now.
I don't think it's very nice to say Mary was pregnant. Well, she was. I don't think your mother should say Mary was pregnant. It's better to say great with child. I'm not supposed to talk about people being pregnant, especially in church.
And she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn.
My gosh, they didn't have room for Jesus?
Well, nobody knew the baby was going to be Jesus.
Didn't Mary know? Didn't he know? What was the matter with Joseph? They didn't tell them her was pregnant and everything. What's a manger? Some kind of bed?
Well, they didn't have a bed in the barn, so Mary had to use whatever was there. What would you do if you had a new baby and no bed to put the baby in?
We put Glass in a bureau drawer.
Well, there you go. You didn't have a bed for Gladys, so you had to use something else.
Oh, we had a bed, only Ollie was still in it, and she wouldn't get out. She didn't like Gladys. Remember how you didn't like Gladys?
That was pretty smart of Ollie not to like Gladys right off the bat.
Anyway, a manger is a large wooden feeding trough for animals.
What were the water clothes?
The what?
It says in there that she actually wanted up clothes.
Swaddling clothes. People used to wrap their babies up very tightly with big pieces of material to make them feel cozy.
My gosh, they tied him up and put him in a feed box. Where was the child's welfare?
The child welfare at our house every 5 minutes. There wasn't any child welfare in Bethlehem.
Say there wasn't.
And there were shepherds keeping watch over their flocks by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord appeared.
Shazam!
What?
Out of the black night, with little vengeance, the mighty marvel.
I don't know what you're talking about, Gladys.
No, Marty.
The mighty marvel in Amazing Comics. Out of the black night, with little vengeance.
This is the angel of the Lord who brought the good news to the shepherds.
And know a light in the black night, light?
Well, in a way.
Shazam!
And when Jesus was born, there came wise men from the east, bearing gifts of gold and frankincense,
What's that?
myrrh.
What's that?
Well, they were special things, spices and precious oils.
Oil. What kind of a present is oil? We get better presents from the welfare. Were they the welfare? The wise men?
Well, they were kings.
It's about time somebody important shut up. If they're kings, they can get the baby out of the barn and tell the innkeeper where to get off.
And they were sent by Herod, who was, well, he was the main king. And he was trying to find the baby Jesus and have him put to death.
My gosh, you just got born and they're going to kill a baby. Who's Herod in this play?
Oh, Herod isn't in the play.
He's out to kill a baby, and he isn't even in the play. Well, somebody better be Herod. Let
No, we are...
Charlie be her. She says, don't give me that baby. And they say, okay. No.
But then they don't do it. They go back and get Herod.
I'm not going to be Herod.
Nobody's going to be Herod.
No! Joseph gets the shepherds together, and they go wipe out Herod. They're going to pull it in, and it's going to be me, and I'll get killed.
Forget about Herod. There is no Herod.
I remember this. Fight's over. Somebody ought to fix the innkeeper. Gladys, you go wipe out the innkeeper.
I'm Angel.
Oh, take a 5-minute break, everyone.
Well, I wouldn't just hang around a bar. I'd go get a room.
She said there wasn't any
I'd
wrong.
throw somebody out. I'd say, I'd bust his face. And in the middle of winter, to get out or move over. I'd go after old Herod. I'd send the angel after him. She'd just point her electric finger and turn him into a pile of ashes.
Yeah, that what says it like she never said. Christmas pageant. That's not exactly what it is. I know it. I know it. I call it Revenge at Bethlehem. pageant anyway. It was supposed to be Eugene Slocum, but Mrs. Slocum said she wasn't going to let Imogen Herman get her hands on him. So we didn't have a baby Jesus. And that bothered my mother, so we kept on trying to scratch a baby even at the last rehearsal. What do you keep on writing in that book?
It's like a diary.
No, it's not. Imogen swears and curses all the time. Ralph talks about gross things. Mrs. Brown called Mary pregnant. Gladys Herman drinks communion wine. It isn't wine, it's grape juice.
I don't care what it is. She drinks it. I've seen her 3 times in the month. All purple. They steal too. If you shake the birthday baby, it doesn't even make a sound. Because they have stolen all the pennies out of it. And every time you go into the ladies' room, the whole air is blue. And Imogen Herdman is sitting there in the Mary costume, smoking cigars.
You brought all this down? What for?
For my mother and Reverend Hawkins and the Ladies' Aid Society and anybody else who wants to know what happens when the whole Christmas pageant turns out to be a big mess.
All right, everyone, settle down. Now, this is our last rehearsal, and we're really going to try and do our very best. And
I just wanted to let you know that we're out in the kitchen making applesauce cake. We'll try not to disturb you. Is this your dress rehearsal?
it's supposed to be. Oh, Edna, didn't I hear that your niece had a baby about a month or so ago? A little girl?
Oh, yeah, she's 5 weeks old.
Well, I wondered how it would be if I were to call your niece and ask if we could borrow the baby. Just
No,
for the...
Grace, no. Now, I could tell you a lie and make up a story that she was cranky or sick or something. But the truth is, she's happy and healthy and beautiful, and we want to keep her that way. So there's no way that we're going to let Imogen get her hands on her. Sorry, Grace.
Mrs. Bradley, you can use my little brother for Jesus.
I didn't know you had a new baby, David.
He's not new. He's 4 years old, but he's double-jointed. He could probably scrunch up.
I'll get us a baby.
Oh, how can you do that?
There's always 1 or 2 babies in carriages outside the supermarket. I'll just grab one of
Oh,
those.
Imogen, you just can't walk off with somebody else's baby. Don't forget the baby. We'll use $1 instead.
That's better. Y'all can't bite you.
And you know, Imogen, Mary didn't wear earrings.
I have to wear these. I just got my ears pierced. If I take them out, my ears will close together.
Well, they won't close together in an hour and a half. What did your doctor tell you?
What doctor?
Well, who pierced your ears?
Gladys.
She probably did it with an ice pick. I'll bet Imogen's ears turn black and fall off.
Well, we'll find you something smaller. Now, is that your costume? Is that what you're going to wear? Oh, you're all supposed to be in your costumes today.
I can't find my heel and my wings don't down. My mother doesn't have any white shoes. Can I wear a sheet with balloons on it? Mrs. Bradley, I don't have a costume and I've never been a shepherd before.
You have to wear your father's bathrobe. That's what I have to do.
He doesn't have a bathrobe.
What does he hang around the house in?
His underwear.
All right, just pretend you have your costumes on.
Are we going through the whole thing?
Yes, but first we're going to practice the entrances. So go where you're supposed to be, and we'll start with the shepherds. Don't forget your benches. David, will you take my chair, please? Try to make it look real. Maxine, will you come out and just give us the last few words, please?
Shepherds keeping watch over their flocks by night.
Music, shepherds.
And an angel of the Lord appeared to
Shut down!
No, Gladys.
Ow! That's not last
Gladys,
night.
that's not what you said. Go on, Maxine.
a multitude of the heavenly host.
Music, angels. Music, wise men.
I've got the baby.
No, Imogen, don't say anything. No, you just make a loud picture in your mind to think about Christmas and what it really means.
gosh, you'd never get out of the first grade if you had to write all that.
Hey, Ladybug, get No, 5 minutes, Maxine. Oh, 5 minutes, everyone.
We never did start over. We never did go through the whole thing. The 5 minutes turned into 15 minutes. And Imogene Herman spent the whole time smoking cigars in the ladies' room of the church. And then when Mrs. McCarthy went to the ladies' room, she saw all the smoke, and she called the fire department. They came right away. They cleared everybody out of the building and dragged a fire hose through the church looking for a fire to put out. But the only fire they found was in the kitchen. The applesauce cake had burned all up. Of course, Mrs. McCarthy was mad. Boy, was my mother mad.
Oh, why in the world did you call the fire department about a little smoke?
It wasn't a little smoke. It was a lot of thick black smoke.
Oh, it couldn't have been. You just got all excited, and now look, the church is full of firemen, and the streets are full of baby angels crying, and shepherds climbing all over the fire truck, and half the neighborhood. Didn't you know it was cigar smoke?
Well, of course I didn't know it was cigar smoke. I don't expect to see cigar smoke in a restroom of a church. Oh.
We have an audience here tonight. Oh, well, we're going to have a 15-minute intermission. The bathrooms are over there, and the refreshments are over there.
Only you better go in that way and make a line going that way. And don't go in through that door, or else Gladys and Imogene will get you. Get up!
Wendell's mother was mad too, and Reverend Hopkins thought nobody would come. I didn't think so either, neither did Charlie, but we were wrong. On Christmas Eve, the church was jam-packed. Everybody came to see what the Herdmans would do.
Oh, wait till I turn the lights on.
Can't see where I'm going.
Watch your step.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Oh, I thought it might look like a palm tree. Well, now I see that it doesn't. Oh, I don't know what's going to happen tonight. We've never once gone through the whole thing, and the Herdmans still think it's some sort of spy story. This might be the first Christmas pageant ever where Joseph and the wise men get in a fight and Mary runs away with the baby. But where are the kids?
Well, all the kids in the world are downstairs putting on bed sheets.
I mean our kids.
We're here.
Oh, well, hurry, go get your costumes on. You're going to be late.
It's going to be awful, you know. They're all dressed up like trick-or-treat, wearing their moldy old sneakers, wearing fastened all together with safety pins. Mary and Joseph, I mean, they look like refugees or something.
Well, that's what they were. Mary and Joseph, I mean, they were refugees of a sort. Look, there they were, far away from home. No place to go, no money. They were probably tired and cold and hungry and messy.
Well, I know about cold and tired and hungry, but they're sure messy.
Oh, dear. Do you think I should...
I think that you worry too much. Now, I'm supposed to push the baby angels on and push the shepherds on and give them their staffs, and when do I do all that?
Oh, it's right here in the script. Right there.
Okay, angels, shepherds, wise men. Doesn't say anything about the fire engines.
Oh, you...
It's kidding. It'll be great.
Oh, want you all to go backstage and be real quiet while people are coming. And good luck!
Mrs. Crowley, actors
No,
don't
no,
say good
Doris.
luck. Actors
No,
say
I
great
know.
luck.
It's a theatrical saying. It doesn't mean break a leg. Yours or anyone else's. That's a stupid leg. Oh, and Imogene, try to remember that this is a baby. And for tonight anyway, it's the baby Jesus.
wise men from the east to worship him, bringing gifts of gold and frankincense and myrrh.
They look awful too. And what's that Leroy's got?
It's a ham.
A ham? I bet they stole it.
No, I think it's their ham from our welfare basket.
You mean it's their own ham? They must hate ham.
Well, even if they hate ham, Alice, it's the only thing that they've ever given away in their whole life.
Being warned in a dream that they should not return to their own country, the wise men departed another way. The shepherds also departed, praising God for all that they had seen and heard. But Mary kept all these things and pondered them in her heart.
That was even Gina Herdman and all the rest of them. Oh, Irma, I think this was the best Christmas pageant ever, and I'm not sure why, but I think it was them. Could that be?
You know, I always get so weepy about the pageant with the children and the carols and all, but you're right. This was the best Christmas pageant ever, and it should have been the worst.
There was something different.
Well, the angel of the Lord was different.
Oh, I like that. It gave us some light. Normally, you can't even hear or understand the angel of the Lord. Oh, I've got to find Grace and tell her.
Oh, I just wish now I would have let them use Eugene to be the baby Jesus.
Who was the baby Jesus?
Well, he was a doll.
Oh, no, Irma. That was no doll.
Well, it did seem real.
It did seem real, as if it might have happened just that way. We all thought the pageant was about Jesus. That was only part of it. It was about a new baby friends. But because of the Hermans, it was a whole new story. Imogene burping the baby as if it had colic. The wise men bringing such sensible presents. After all, you couldn't eat frankincense. And even Gladys saying, he's in the barn, go see him, go see him. So the shepherds wouldn't have to stumble all over the countryside. But I guess it wasn't like that for Imogene. For her, it was all wonder and mystery, as she had caught on what Christmas was all about. When it was over, we had a party. The Hermans didn't stay. They didn't take any cocoa, they didn't run off with all the cookies, and they didn't even take their own candy canes.
I think that's it. Any kids left downstairs?
No, everyone's gone home. You know, you still have your bathrobe on. You're not going to wear it, are you?
Why not? Someone might think I'm a shepherd. Wouldn't mind being taken for a shepherd at this Christmas pageant.
Oh, yes, you would. After it was over, some lady I didn't even know came up and gave me a hug just because I was a shepherd. Should I take this, ham?
No, it's the herdman's ham from their welfare basket, but they wouldn't take it back. Leroy said it's a present and you don't take back a present.
Leroy said that. They must hate him.
You and Alice Wenzelkin.
Well, what about the lights?
Oh, they're on a timer. They'll go off around midnight.
You know, that isn't far away. It's almost Christmas.
It's almost Christmas, kids.
It's almost Christmas, Charlie.